me do some tarot. Let me just turn off that chick. Okay. It is Boxing Day, December 26th. Can you stay with me long enough to see what is in store? Because I swear to you, it is of most significance. Because let's face it, we just closed the zodiac of Pisces. One sec. So yeah, man. Let's be clear on one thing. Mankind has never done a full zodiac era of completion. We've never lived through a whole 12 zodiacs of humankind experience. Never, ever, ever. So clarity might be showing up to you now in terms of relationships, how you're feeling about yourself, what is happening around the world. The Pope just opened a 5th portal. Man, come on now. Because fulfillment is knocking at your door. But how do we get to fulfillment? Well, we gotta get creative, okay? The sword's energy, swords is like, it's cutthroat, it's clarity, it's truth, it's resilience, it's strength. So what new ideas are rupturing in your awareness for you to perceive? Because fulfillment is here. Many of you may already feel very fulfilled in your life. And that's amazing, okay? But there's more fulfillment coming. There's more fulfillment in terms of understanding, of senses, of sensuality, of embodying what that fulfillment means. Not just seeing, not just tasting, not just doing, but being and embodying what that fulfillment of the age of Aquarius promises everybody. It promises oneness with mind, body, and soul, with nature. However that plays out, right? There's a lot of switch-ups in government, in social statuses. There's, more involvement with nature and emotions. Like you're seeing the new age spirituality kind of leak into curriculums, and it's amazing. Oh, love. So the age of Aquarius, okay, if you're single, let me tell you something. We have a divine counterpart. We all have love. We have somebody that we walk through this reality with. I don't know what that sound was, but that's how excited I am to experience this. Because the age of Aquarius is all about morals. It's all about, when we're acting in lust, in fear, and, judgment, even if we're with somebody, and we don't, let's say we shift about them, or just, I couldn't align, but a lot of people are going through breakups if you haven't already gone through a breakup, and it's because there's disharmony within your relationships. Anything that was built on fear and trauma in the Piscean age cannot be fulfilled in the age of Aquarius that we are now in, which is amazing if you're single. Okay, let's say you're in a relationship and it's turbulent right now. What can we do? Stand your ground. Stand your ground, because you are walking into the age of who you are, and who you are has boundaries. Who you are has emotions that must be seen and heard and loved. Okay? We're walking away from this shit, mate. So the age of Aquarius, this shit doesn't live. We don't have it. We don't have addiction issues. We don't have loose morals. We don't have judgments. We don't have fear. This is what is kind of going to be trickled out. And you are going to see a lot of this now more than ever in the age of 2025. Because we are now full blast. We aren't teetering. We aren't just brushing in. We are now fully immersed into the age of Aquarius. Fear not, homies. Some of you might be experiencing loss. Not a lot of people really are having good times right now. Maybe you are, but maybe this can resonate to who is experiencing loss. Whether it just be in how you perceive life right now. How everything, there's just a distortion that you feel and you're seeing it. Right? And that loss is kind of like withdrawing you from people, places, and things, or habits that you're used to. And it's kind of pushing you to break out of the entrapment of, your shitty habits, whether it be self-talk, laziness, doubting your abilities, right? There's no doubt. and owning up to that, getting up to that ground, owning your own power to realize you are more than this nasty ass energy. You know, loss is inevitable, right? And it's not like you're losing. You're just grieving what may have been. You're grieving the reality that you must change now. And that change could be scary. But it's just an illusion. It's an illusion. The moon. Intuition, illusion, dreams, instability, deception, anxiety, fear, subconscious insecurity, right? Like, you don't know what change is because we're such creatures of habit. The age of Pisces, we're really breaking it down. We're starting to, piece by piece, break down the rhythm that the age of Pisces embodies on Earth. And that's kind of a duality. Okay, yeah, great, duality. You know, the Pisces symbol is two fish, right? They're chasing each other because we learn through contrast. But a lot of us have learned a lot. And there's a reason why we are here on Earth right now more than ever. We're here to give, to be. And just by us being our authentic self, us walking into the authority of the magnitude of what is happening and the power of being a human being too, you know, like, my body is healing itself. Yeah, okay, bodies heal themselves, but my body is really healing itself. I walk out, my whole day is effortless in terms of how my body is realigning. My posture is effortlessly remolding itself because I'm so mindful in the moment. I'm so mindful in receiving the healing that I need because I've come to terms with my reality. I've come to terms with who I am. I've come to terms with what I must evolve into. I've come to terms to my shortcomings, and I've released them. And I trust that I am walking into the direction that is the most fulfilled in wealth, health, and being. And when we get back into learning just how to be, like be, then we start connecting as one to the infinite source that is healing, that is abundance, that is security, that is charity, right? We get into alignment. And when we get into alignment, we are being ushered light from the divine. We are getting ushered way shower magic energy. And it starts with health, man. Like, we don't realize the downpour that our mental programming has. Like, let's say, oh, I'm not doing this good enough, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. Maybe you're overwhelming yourself on trying to get healthy when you can sit back, drink your fucking water, listen to frequency music, get mindful, see how your energy is getting sucked away from you that is causing this mental anguish of you're not doing good enough in whatever area that you are in. Because that is a false programming. We are fine right now as is. Always have been, always will be. And the problem is, like, how we just completed a whole zodiac era. All that means is that we are relearning how to become a human being again. We've been tossed and turned through the eras of development and humanity, that we've done this so many times. And now we're at a time that, okay, we've done this whole cycle. Now it's crunch time to really relearn what it is to feel human. Not on how society tells us to feel as a human. This is what we are being blessed to understanding. But the fuck, man, the choice is yours. And I think right now the choice, it's let's say you're in the spiritual journey and it's going good and you understand what this means. Let's say you're just waking up. How we learn is we do something over and over again until we surrender. We surrender to, oh, I'm fine just the way I am. Or everything is going to work out for my highest good. And we start speaking that over our lives. I am this healthiest being I've ever been. I am the wealthiest being I've ever been. I am prosper, man. Our voice is energy. And when our mind's too clouded, we don't realize the true power of us.